It's the evening of the 4th of July. And even though we live on a very remote farm, very secluded, you can hear the neighbors beginning to celebrate. The flag is not a breath of air stirring. Flag is hanging very quiet. Flag's just barely moving.
What you're saying?
That flag standing there is that good-looking woman of mine standing out here with her patriotic shirt on.
And her wildcat dog.
She's actually standing right under the flagpole. Yeah. You can't see how pretty she is.
Good. That's a good thing.
Anyway, we're going to celebrate a little bit by what could be more appropriate than firing of a flintlock. Celebrate the 4th of July. We're going to get us a cup of coffee and sit out here on the front porch and shoot off the flintlock occasionally.
That sounds...
Dixie, get over here.
Dixie, come over here.
All right. We're going to fire off the old flintlock to celebrate the 4th here.
Whoa, that was a big boom.
Wasn't no different than anything.
Huh?
Wasn't no different. Just 80 grains of black powder.
That was a big boom.
Yeah.
I bet they heard it down the holler.
Probably. Road pouch. Road pouch. Well, she's not afraid of the boom, so I guess that's all right.
Doesn't seem to bother her. Dixie doodle. Dixie doodle. Dixie doodle. What you doing? Hmm? You hear all that noise going on and you don't know what it is?
I don't care much what it is. Ain't nothing bothered me. I'm courageous.
That's the truth.
Put this big one down this side.
She hears so much shooting all the time.
Huh?
She hears so much shooting all the time.
Okay. Yep, she does.
Dixie. Dixie, come here. Come here.
She don't need to be standing right under it.
Huh?
She don't need to be standing right under it.
No. She don't need to be standing right in front of it either. She don't need to be standing right in front of it either. Especially with that cone on her head. Probably goes about straight in.
neighbors are.
Do what?
Some of the neighbors are getting with it, so. But you, what is that? Well, I'm getting loaded up. Well, the neighbors were doing a lot of shooting, or fireworks, I should say. Turned the camera on and they quit.
Wait a minute. I couldn't hear you.
I said the neighbors were doing a lot of shooting, or shooting off fireworks, so I turned the camera on.
Oh.
Then they quit.
There we go.
Finally one. I can't see how much powder I'm putting in that pan, but
Well, I know one thing. It had quite a bit.
hmm?
That last shot, it was big.
No, in the pan here.
Yeah, I don't know about the pan.
It's got plenty because it's not even closing correctly.
Dixie,
Move, sweetheart.
come here. Come over here. Come over
I'm
here.
gonna fling off one more.
Dixie.
4th of July, 2024.
Sit here. Woo.
Little smoke hangs in this damp air, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
We're gonna get us a cup of coffee. Come out here and sit on the porch, enjoy a cup of coffee for a few minutes. Maybe fire one more shot in a while. I need to get loaded up here one more time. It's gonna be the last shot we're gonna celebrate the 4th with. $80 grains. Wait on Diane and coffee out here now. See one thing. It's a hot 4th of July afternoon, I'll tell you that. Probably ought to be drinking iced tea. Yeah. Instead of a cup of hot coffee. But it is a beautiful evening. You know, we got a lot to be thankful for what our forefathers did back in the 1700s, giving us this nation. Here comes our little dog. Give them that good-looking woman with her patriotic flag shirt on.
I'm going to have to do what now? Oh,
You'll have to what, honey?
I'm going to have to get me some hearing aids. Not in here. I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear this gun going on?
Oh, yeah, I can hear that gun going on. Sure.
You hear that, can you?
I can hear that. Can't hardly hear you anymore. Oh.
Dixie. Dixie dog, she just... you just was spayed about a week ago and she got this halo on her head and she don't look much like it. That cone looks like a Sputnik or something. Like a spaceship on her head. She's getting along pretty good with it though. Good little dog.
Ginger snap?
Hmm?
Ginger snap?
Why not? I'll start watching my figure tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh. Good.
Somebody took a bite out of mine.
Hmm?
Somebody took a bite out of mine.
Yeah.
If there's a tight space,
Hmm?
she looks for it.
What's that?
If there's a tight space.
She does, don't she?
You know, this weather's going to make my hair curly.
There's one thing, it's humid. It's humid.
Mm-hmm.
Dixie, here's something else, girl. Coffee cup. I would
It is good.
pull up the fire ring, build us a fire, but I don't believe we need one.
No,
I don't believe we need a fire this
no
evening.
fire.
Oh, Lordy, it's hot. I had walked over there a little while ago and she said, what's that burning over there? I looked over and water that toe was burning. That's kind of that can be a hazard shooting it in dry woods. Using the toe as an overpower.
Hey, you got my switch. You got my switch, girl.
Fire
Hey.
hazard.
Hey,
But as much of it as I've shot and used, that's the first time I've ever seen one
come
of
here.
the little wads of toe burn. I usually go out, if I'm shooting off the bench out there, you know, and you're shooting several times, I go out there in the yard and
Yeah.
pick up the wads of toe and use them again. As well as the patches,
Stop it.
that will burn.
This is my switch.
So it's not just theory that it can burn, it really was burning.
I thought I just saw. I said, what could possibly be burning? There, you can have it.
Some nut was out in the front yard shooting. That's why it was burning. The toe. Well,
It's a pretty night.
seems like everybody got an early start with fireworks, didn't they?
Yeah, buddy. It wasn't even dark.
No, it wasn't even really that dark. They quit. I'd say down at the racetrack, they're just getting started.
Out at the lake.
Yeah. There'll be big fireworks displays down at the NASCAR track and out at some of the big shindigs out on the lakes. We're stuck out here in the middle of nowhere. You'd think you wouldn't hear anything, but we've actually heard quite a few fireworks.
We're surrounded.
Quite a
Just a
few
small
fireworks.
militia.
All of them come from either to the east or to the south. A little bit with nothing from the north. But man, it's a It's a long way if you head it north of here. There's a long ways before there's a house or anything.
Yeah.
It's just miles and miles and miles
We're just a small militia.
of woods. Huh?
We're just a small militia.
Yeah, we're just a one-person militia back here in the end of this.
We can't we can't get that cone off her head to teach her how to shoot.
Yeah. There's some shots way off the west. What would that be? Southwest.
When I first come out earlier,
Uh-huh.
the sky was red, back that way. I mean, generally, the sunset's over here.
Yeah.
It's
Somebody must have fired off a wad of tow back that direction.
somebody,
A big wad of tow.
somebody turned the earth around.
Yeah. Well, there's no more appropriate way to celebrate the birth of a nation, I think, than firing of a flintlock. So the nation was pretty much born on the back of a flintlock.
Yeah. We need a rebirth.
Yeah.
We need a rebirth.
I got.
That coffee does taste good.
Yeah, it tastes good. I guess it's a good thing that our founding fathers can't see what this country's
Sure.
becoming.
Yeah.
It becomes by far the greatest nation on this face of this earth, the greatest nation the world's ever known.
Yep.
My God. There's a big chunk of the population trying to destroy it. Amazing. Amazing.
I thank God for the years that I lived in young,
Yeah.
my young years. 'Cause I think
People think we're crazy, but I'm 80 years old, and I tell people I'm glad I'm as old as I am.
Well, sure, I am too.
I got to see this nation become the greatest nation it ever was. And we're also, unfortunately,
Seeing it become the worst nation.
we're witnessing it going over the hill. We're witnessing it going over the hill.
You
That's
think
pitiful
about,
to say that, but it's the truth.
you think about what all we've seen in our life. It's amazing.
Yep.
Electric refrigerators, electric stoves.
Yeah, well, I mean, when
Air
where I was the
conditioning,
the
bathrooms.
first many years of our life, we never had a refrigerator either. No
No.
telephone, no refrigerator. That an ice box, the ice truck came around.
Yeah. And so fun. We
Yeah,
loved
all
when,
the kids
when the
run out
Iceman
to-
came. We chased
Ice
him
man
up the
come out there and
driveway.
he'd chunk off the big old chunks of that crystal clear ice and give it to all us kids. Oh my, we thought that was something.
You didn't go into the refrigerator, stick
No.
your glass on the door and get your
No.
glass of ice.
No television, none of that stuff. It was wonderful, actually.
We had a well outside that pumped water, and we bring
I
it
never
in.
knew what indoor plumbing was, indoor bathroom was until I joined the military. Seemed downright strange going and doing your business inside the house. That seemed downright uncivilized. You'd think, you were to go out back, go back out to the privy somewhere out there and do your business. My God, just out there do your business right in the house. Heavens to Bessie, that just seemed totally uncivilized. It was. Seemed weird. But anyway.
And that big old grandma lived right behind here. She had that pump in the kitchen, that water pump, and a big old pail sitting there, And everybody drank water out of the dipper. Everybody come in, just took a dipper of water, drank it, stuck
and
it
it
back
tastes
in
great. It was in a galvanized
there. Yeah,
bucket with a galvanized dipper,
and everybody drank
and
out
it
of it.
tasted wonderful.
I don't care if Grandpa
Bring
had
water
a
out
chew,
of that galvanized
if Grandpa had a
dipper.
chew of tobacco in his mouth or whatever.
It tasted great. And the farm where we live right now is actually Diane's grandparents' old home place. And of course they lived out here when there was no electricity at all. And they were really modern. There was a spring down over the hill here, and that's where we get our water now. But we have an electric pump that pumps it up to the house now. But for years, of course, they go down and they carry the water up to the house, and then they put a hand pump in the kitchen. And man, that was something. They had water inside the house. That was something else.
And it was
And
painted
now
red.
all that's left of the old home place is all that's left of the old home place is
Chimney.
the chimney in the backyard there. If you've watched the channel at all, you've seen the chimney.
I'll stand up.
Don't move too much, the light will come back on.
You want to stay off?
Yeah, it'd be fine right now. He'll probably come back on as soon as I freeze his rifle. But lightning bugs are all over the place. Well,
That's female lightning bugs, and it's mating time. I didn't know that until Doug told me.
I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing off. And we're going to sit around and finish our coffee and
Enjoy the evening.
just reflect on our country. What's left of it. Still a great country, but
that's
my land,
satellite.
we're on the verge of
Up there.
absolutely going down the tubes.
Is that a satellite or an airplane? That's an airplane, never mind. I haven't seen a satellite in a long, long time.
Because you've been looking.
That's why I meant. That's what I meant. We hadn't looked for them.
Well, if I could get Dixie,
Ouch.
get out of the way, Dixie. She's looking. Can you hold this?
Oh.
Dixie, get back.
Dixie,
Get back and
Dixie, come on.
we'll fling this thing.
Let me hold this a bit and I'll put her in the house.
And then you'll turn the light on.
Shoot. Okay.
No. You'll turn the light
I'm
on
not
by
going to. I was
moving.
just going to stand up.
Dixie, come here.
Move her.
Come here. Move here. Come here, honey. Come here. Get back over there. Get back over
Stay there, Dixie. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Okay.
Okay. Don't bother you any, does it? She's not a bit afraid of gunfire, is she?
She hears it all the time.
Yeah, she hears it all the time.
Well, happy 4th of July,
Look at that
everybody.
smoke just hanging in the air. We should do that when you're out here in the woods trying to make a video.
Trying to fake a video.
Yeah.
Well, I think you would think I'd see one satellite.
You will if you sit here for a long.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody had a big one,
I
didn't they?
don't know if that camera's picking it up or not, but there's a few fireworks. And it reverberates around these ridges back there, doesn't it?
Yeah. You don't really know where it's coming from.
I mean, a single boom from a like that, it goes on for 5 or 6 seconds as it echoes off these ridges. I don't know if that camera's picking any of that up or not, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. Somebody, a Must have had a pretty big one because the sky lit up over there.
Yeah. This one, it sounds like it's coming from the north, and there's nothing back there. It just sounds just bouncing off these mountains around.
That one might have been from the big house over there.
Listen. Can you hear all that?
I can
That
hear
echoing?
it. I can hear it, believe it or not. Dixie, you're my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend. Yeah, those pretty white teeth.
Little pup's not a bit afraid of shooting. Listen to that echoing up.
Sounds like there's a war going on around us.
Yeah.
If it goes all the way around, but you know there's nothing back there.
And this,
That's Jeff. It's gotta be.
no, that's right there. Just echoing up Ridge Ridge. One shot or one firework boom from that direction sounds like 4 or 5 back in this way behind us. It's just bouncing off these ridges everywhere.
Oh.
That's why I actually call the place Thunder Ridge.
Yeah.
Because if you get up on this ridge right up here, and somebody, there's the gun club corners over here, and somebody shooting over at the gun club, it does just like those fireworks, like that. It just echoes all over the place. Thunder Ridge is a good name for this place.
I love you. I love you. The bush and pet.
You know, the flag has not moved, it's just hung straight down. Most of the booming is actually
Echoes.
to the south. You hear it more to the north. Man, it just booms all off these ridges. I hope that camera's picking that up, Brett. That's good. Pretty neat. That one shot sounds like.
Look what it's done to me and Dixie. Sounds like they are. Those people. I bet those.
Huh?
I bet that's those people that shooting they are. Probably their guards.
It's weird. I mean, the sound coming off these mountains behind us magnifies the actual sound.
Yeah.
It sounds much bigger and meaner coming from behind us.
Yeah. See,
And you actually hear, back here behind us, at least 4 distinct echoes from the one shot.
boom, boom, boom. This little cherry tree looks good for each winter.
But normally out here at the farm, you don't hear a sound. Unless somebody does shoot somewhere or something, you know.
It's usually
It's real quiet out here. You don't hear anything.
It's independent stuff.
Well, the atmosphere is heavy or something right now that's really letting the sound bounce off these hills.
It's damp.
We just were, just before we came out, we were watching on YouTube several videos on Lexington and Concord, the starting of the revolution. We come out here and it sounds like it's continuing.
It is the revolution. This is just making
I like those big old bassy ones, big old boomers. They really sound good bouncing off that mountain.
Dixie, her hair's just really curly. And her tail's curly. Look how her tail's curly.
Little Dixie.
Hey, honey.
You're going to grow up and be a good little girl, I do believe.
Thinking she might.
That little dog has been a pistol, boy. One of the characteristics of her daddy was courageous. That's what the kennel we got him from said. Her daddy is courageous. Well, boy, you can say that again.
But her mother was calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, but she's not calm, cool, and collected.
I'm waiting for the calm, cool, and collected to show
She's
up.
been a little fire plug.
So far, all I've seen is the courageous. And that cone, as soon as she realized it was there, she uses it. She traps bugs with it. You noticed?
Yeah.
She'll see a bug.
That cone, protective cone, plastic cones on her head. She's learned to use that as a weapon, hasn't she?
Oh Lord, she's about killed me with it.
We were concerned about her. She'd have a hard time with it. Boy, she's learned to use it as a weapon.
And you watch her, she sees a bug.
Yeah.
She sets that cone right down over it and she captures it. Watch her.
Get that old bug, buddy. Get that old bug, Dixie.
Oh.
Here we go.
Sounds like a finale, doesn't it?
Figure out what would be that direction that you see flashing the light over there. Not there, but behind the flag.
Huh.
Just to the right of the flag.
I saw something right there.
You see that?
Yeah.
Wow. Or heat lightning, could be.
Oh, I bet it's heat light.
There's some farmer back in there
Setting off the show.
sitting on fire. You're amazed.
I believe that's heat light.
Dixie. That sound echoing off those ridges is incredible. Amazing. Quite amazing. Well, it's hot and muggy. I'm ready to get in the air conditioner. You go get something cold to drink before it's hot coffee down.
Okay, once you get in there, you want hot coffee. It's cold in there.
I hope so. Diane said it's November in the house, so
It is.
I hope so. 'Cause it's definitely July out here. Lexington and Concord.
You know,
I said Lexington and Concord.
there I saw that flash again over there. I swear
Of course, that didn't happen until April. And the Declaration was signed on the 4th of July.
Yeah, that happened in April.
I have no earthly idea what that's going to sound like on that camera. I think it's amazing sitting here listening to it.
Oops.
Oh well.
Well,
Let's get ready to go to the house.
let's go to the house. Dixie, we're going to the house, honey. There we go. Let's go in the house. We decided not to sleep.
Let's get Dixie.
Whoops.
Get that house there, girl. Oh.
Just a minute.
I hear your phone in there answering. Alarm, I think. Well, it was a good way to celebrate the 4th and the nation's independence, but kind of putting on a little bit of period correct apparel and getting out and firing off the old Flintlock a few times. It's a great country we have here, if we don't lose it. I think we're probably too powerful, at least right now, to be taken over by a hostile military force. But we're fast deteriorating. And our collapse is liable to somewhat mirror the Romans. We're going to collapse internally. There are forces at work in our country right now that they are determined to bring it down. They think America is evil and needs to be destroyed. We're living in a time that what used to be good now is evil. What used to be evil is now good. The world's turned upside down. A nation that was founded on Judeo-Christian principles, literally founded on the principles of the Bible itself. A nation that declares, in God we trust. We pretty much turned our back on all that. I heard the other day on one of the newscasts that for the first time in history, a minority of the population believe in God. That don't bode well for us. It would be nice on a day like this, the 4th of July, that enough patriotism could be kindled in our people, enough people to turn this country around, to turn it back to its founding principles, literally to turn it back to God and to turn it back to God. Will it happen? I'll do what I can to try to see that happens, but from what I observe, and what I read, And to be perfectly blunt, the prophecies that I see being fulfilled right before our very eyes, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this country's seen its, and the whole world has seen its best times. I hate to say it, but I honestly believe that our best times are behind us. Every generation, every people before us has always looked for a better future. I think we've peeked out over the top of the mountain. We're going down the other side. I personally don't see a better future. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think so. But anyway, I didn't really mean to get off on that. I just meant to come out here and celebrate this country that I love, that I gave 8 years military service to. Fully intended to make the military career, but when our son was born with Down syndrome 60-some years ago, military wasn't an option. We had to get out, get established, get him established where he could get into a really good program from. And there were precious few back then. So anyway, I loved the military. I always loved the military. Fully intended to make it a career. That just didn't turn out. But I served this country for 8 years. I'm proud of it. Proud of it. I hope you've enjoyed your 4th of July, and just try to keep in mind what our forefathers and all the generations that's gone before us, what all they went through, what all they suffered through, so you could enjoy doing what you're doing now. And especially to those that seek to destroy this country, utilizing the Constitution to do it. Hard to believe that anybody would really want to destroy the country. Yeah, we got room for improvement. Of course we got room for improvement. We're not going to improve it by destroying it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed your 4th, and don't forget to go vote come November. Talk soon.